this week, I launched a campaign to save our schools and to bring everyone into the fight for our public schools. We know the power of telling stories and the power of organizing people and bringing them into this fight. So I asked people all across this country to share a story about a public school teacher who made a real difference in their lives. So I want to read some of those into the congressional record here. Quote, I am visually impaired. My high school teacher consultant defended my rights in the classroom. I was able to graduate and am now on my way to a Master of Public Policy at Georgetown because of him. That's how teachers make a difference. Mrs. Butler, 4th grade, Bourne, Massachusetts, 1996, had us bring in newspaper stories, taught us chess. She spoke to us like we were little adults and treated us with respect. Someone who remembers that many, many years later. Mrs. J. I went to high school in Wisconsin and she was my AP psychology teacher. She made me feel special. And I found out later I wasn't the only one. I bumped into her years later and she inspired me to go on to grad school. I didn't even know a master's in higher ed was a thing without her. Teachers making a difference, not just in the classroom, but years and years later. School was better than home. A teacher made sure I applied for college. I went, I graduated. My daughter was born with disabilities. She was told she was powerful. She has an MBA, pretty impressive. My high school culinary arts teacher played a pivotal part in my life, which has led to a lucrative career. My son's music teacher went out of her way to create a spot in the school band for him to play his electric guitar. Now he is an accomplished musician who loves to play music. The ways in which teachers change our lives. My 5th grade teacher taught us to knit, which allowed us kids with different learning needs to thrive! Exclamation point. Someone who is grateful to this day. My husband works for a high school in Alabama and teaches teens coping skills. It has prevented suicides. Truly the importance of what our teachers do. I was raised by a single parent who didn't go to college and with the expectation that, due to cost, college would not be possible for me. One of my teachers repeatedly told me I was smart and capable and that I should go to college, and then helped me apply. Now I have a PhD in materials chemistry and work at a defense lab. My high school Spanish teacher inspired me to be brave and explore the world outside my small rural town. Good for you. Here's one. I was bullied a lot as a kid. My 6th grade teacher finally got my bullies to leave me alone. There's something life-changing for a 6th grader. My 8th grade social studies teacher, Mrs. Gifford, made me want to be a social studies teacher too. Here's one from a teacher. I'm a public school teacher for deaf and hard of hearing students. I became one because I had an individualized education program, or IEP. I continue to be inspired by Mrs. Baumler, who showed me what project-based learning and collaborative education can be. My daughter's kindergarten teacher seeks grants on her own time to help her kids adjust. Mrs. Snyder is the only person who told me I could have a career in the arts. Both my kids have been in special education. One has a PhD, the other is in law school. I have my own story. Nobody in my family went to college. It was a 2nd grade teacher, Mrs. Lee, who scooped me up and whispered in my ear that I was special and that I could be a public school teacher. And at that moment, my entire life changed. For all the rest of my growing up years, whenever someone asked me anything about my future or what I was interested in, I would stand a little taller and say, I'm going to be a teacher. It guided my entire life. I am grateful to have an opportunity to say thank you to Mrs. Lee. The federal government has invested in our public schools, in keeping class sizes smaller, in making sure that teachers' aides for the kids who need extra help are there, and in after-school programs so that working parents can know that their kids are in a safe place where they can do their homework or have some fun. Taking that away from our kids so that a handful of billionaires can scoop up some tax giveaways and be even richer is just plain ugly. And I will fight it with everything I've got.